Alright guys, for the first round, my opponent's first Pokemon is a Togekiss. Togekiss being a fairy and flying type Pokemon, this is actually going to be a pretty even start, only because my Swampert does have access to a bunch of moves, including Hydro Cannon and Sludge Wave. Hydro Cannon is a very strong water type move. As you guys see, it did get him to half health. My Sludge Wave is going to be doing super effective damage, but I am just trying to get my first shield right here from my opponents, and then I am just going to be spamming these Hydro Cannons. I don't even have to throw in the Sludge Waves, although it will insta-faint him. There may be a chance that he does choose the shield, and that will be a waste of energy for my own Swampert. So I do decide to throw in my first shield. It is only going to be an ancient power that we will be double resisting due to rock types being not very effective against both water types and ground types. Hydro Cannon is charged up. I am hoping to get my opponent's final shield here. If he does choose to double shield his Togekiss, that is great. We do get both of my opponent's shields only for his Togekiss, so I do decide to make that quick swap into my Abomasnow. My opponent's second Pokemon is an Alolan Muck. Weather Ball is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage. I still have one shield left just to throw in a shield for those Sludge Waves that will insta-faint my own Abomasnow due to poison types being super effective against grass types. So my Weather Ball is charged up. I do have to get to that excellent since he does have 0 shields once again. I do have 1 shield left. I am going to be using my final shield on this Alolan Muck because I don't want to risk getting hit by that Sludge Wave that will insta-faint my own Abomasnow. As you guys see, we do get hit by a Sludge Wave. I do know that he does have access to Gunk Shot as well. That is a bit stronger than Sludge Wave. They are both poison type moves. Weather Ball is charged up. I do know that this will be able to faint my opponent's Alolan Muck from the health that my opponent is at. My opponent's second Pokemon is a Swampert. I am going to be charging up to that Energy Ball. I do know that I will be able to get to my Energy Ball before he does get to Sludge Wave. I do know that Swampert does also have Sludge Wave accessed. So my Energy Ball is going to be doing double super effective damage due to grass types being super effective against both water types and ground types. Energy Ball is charged up. I do have to get to that excellent to do as much damage as possible since both of us do have 0 shields left. Boom, that Swampert is going to be going down. My opponent's final Pokemon is a Togekiss. I still have that full health Cresselia in the back. My Cresselia is going to be able to faint him, but he does choose to surrender, allowing us to win the first round. Good game to our opponent. For the second round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Empoleon. So this is kind of an even start. I do know that his Hydro Cannon is going to be doing more damage, but my Swampert's Hydro Cannon is going to be charging up way faster. My Mud Shot is going to be doing super effective damage against him due to ground types being super effective against steel types, but Mud Shot is just a very weak ground type fast move. So my opponent does make a swap out into his second Pokemon, a Machamp. Machamp being a fighting type Pokemon, I am going to make that swap out into my Cresselia. Cresselia being a psychic type Pokemon, we are going to be resisting those psychic type moves. Plus, my Psycho Cut and my Moonblast are going to be doing super effective damage against him due to psychic types and fairy types being super effective against fighting types. As you guys saw there, that Moonblast, we did get a direct hit. It did do more than half damage. He is very low enough for my own Cresselia to actually go for the farm down with his Psycho Cut. My Cresselia is pretty good, is still good health. He is good health enough to go up against this Empoleon. Empoleon being a water and steel type Pokemon, he is going to be resisting my psychic and fairy type moves due to fairy types and psychic types being not very effective against steel types. So we do get hit by a Hydro Cannon, only one Waterfall away from my own Cresselia fainting. Waterfall is the fast move that my opponent is using for his Empoleon right now. I do decide to make that swap out into my Swampert because I did know that I did already have my Hydro Cannon charged up or close to charged up, and I do expect to see a shield. He does actually choose not to shield, and he does reveal his second Pokemon, or his final Pokemon, an Articuno. So both of us do have 2 shields left. I do have an Abomasnow and a Swampert. If I didn't play this right, I still would have lost this round. Articuno will be doing a lot of neutral damage against both my Swampert and my Abomasnow. So right here, what I do decide to do is I do decide to get off as much energy as possible with my Swampert, charge up to those Hydro Cannons and those Sludge Waves. And then since he did get that Icy Wind on him, it would be a waste if I did throw in the Hydro Cannon or Sludge Wave on his Articuno with that attack debuff. So I did decide to make that swap out into my Abomasnow. So I do know that these weather balls are going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage due to ice types being not very effective against ice types but super effective against flying types. We do get hit by an icy wind right there that is going to be doing neutral damage against us. It's the ice types being super effective against both grass types but not very effective against ice types. Weather ball is charged up but it's going to be doing barely any damage once again because my Abomasnow did get that attack debuff. I still have one shield left that I do decide to use right here. I did actually play this a bit wrong because my Swampert's cooldown is still going on. So right here, I do decide to just throw in the Powder Snows, make that swap out into my Swampert, and I do decide to change the plan a little bit. So my Swampert will be getting hit by the Icy Wind instead of my Abomasnow. I do have 2 Weather Balls charged up for my Abomasnow that will definitely faint my opponent's Articuno, allowing us to win the second round to go into my opponent. For the third round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Empoleon. So once again, this is going to be the same exact thing as the last round. I am going to be able to get to my Hydro Cannon first once again because my Swampert is running Mud Shot and my opponent's Empoleon is using Waterfall. Mud Shot does just make your charge move charge up way faster. I do decide to throw in my first shield already for my Swampert. We are going to be getting hit by a Hydro Cannon that will be doing a good amount of neutral damage against us. Hydro Cannon being a water type charge move, water types will be doing not very effective damage against water types, but super effective damage against ground types. So he is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage with his own Hydro Cannon. He is very low, and right here I do actually make a pretty bad move. I do decide to throw in my first shield. I was planning on making that swap out into Cresselia, but he did get to his Hydro Cannon earlier than I expected. So I do just decide to go for the hard farm down there. My opponent's second Pokemon is a Giratina. Giratina being a Dragon and Ghost type Pokemon, and he does have Shadow Claw as his fast move. Shadow Claw being a Ghost type charge move. Ghost types will be doing super effective damage against my Cresselia, so I do have to use my Abomasnow more in this situation. I do have 0 shields left, and my opponent does have 2. My Hydro Cannon is charged up. My Hydro Cannons are going to be doing barely any damage against this Giratina due to water types being not very effective against Dragon types. My opponent does get to his charge move right here. It is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage, probably enough to actually faint, or definitely enough to faint my own Swampert, as you guys saw there. I am going to be making that swap out into my Abomasnow. I do know that those Moonblasts are going to be coming in handy sooner or later. Moonblast being a fairy type charge move from my own Cresselia. Moonblast will be doing super effective damage against my opponent's Giratina due to fairy types being super effective against Dragonites or Dragon types. So my Weather Ball did not get a shield, so I did decide to make that swap out into my Cresselia because I do know that my opponent's Giratina is actually running Ancient Power. Ancient Power being a rock type charge move, it will be doing super effective damage against my Abomasnow due to rock types being super effective against ice types. My opponent's final Pokemon is a Togekiss, so I do have my own Cresselia still and my Abomasnow in the back. Surprisingly, my own Moonblast didn't get a shield there, but my Moonblast is still doing a good amount of initial damage, as you guys saw there. Did get my opponent's Togekiss to have health. This is going to be a very easy win for us. My opponent still hasn't been throwing in any shields recently, so I do have that Abomasnow in the back that will be doing super effective damage with his ice type moves. He does get to his charge move here that will most likely not faint my Cresselia, as you guys see here. Ancient Power, Aerial Ace, and Flamethrowers are going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage against my Cresselia, but since Cresselia is very tanky, we did easily take that hit. My Moonblast is charged up. We are going to be able to get my opponent's final shield. I do make that quick swap into my Bombus now, charge up through that Weather Ball. It will ultimately win us our third round. Good game to our opponent. For the final round, my opponent's first Pokemon is an Obstagoon. So this is going to be a very even start for us. I do know that Hydro Cannon is going to be able to charge up way faster, but my opponent's Obstagoon is going to encounter as his fast move, and as you guys see, the fast move attack difference or damage difference is going to be a ton. So we do get hit by a Cross Chop and Night Slash are going to be doing neutral damage, but not exactly enough to actually feint us. My opponent's second Pokemon is a Cresselia, so this is going to be a back-to-back thing. Both of us are running Psycho Cuts as a fast move, Psycho Cut being a Psychic type charge move, or fast moves. Psychic types will be doing non effective damage against Psychic types. Moonblast is charged up. It is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage due to Moonblast being a Fairy type charge move. We are able to get to that excellent. He is very low. My opponent is very low right here. Not very low, but we do have the same amount of damage taken right now, so none of us are at the advantage. I do have a bit of a damage advantage on his Obstagoon. That is basically it, and I do know that my opponent's Moonblasts are going to be charging up faster than my own. Moonblast is charged up. This is just going to be back-to-back thing, so I am going to fast forward it a bit. So my opponent does finally make you swap out into another Pokemon. Both of us do have 2 shields left. I do know that he still has the Cresselia in the back. Moonblast is going to be doing super effective damage against my opponent due to Fairy types being super effective against Dark types. So we do get my opponent's first shield there. I do decide to make that quick swap into my Swampert and mirror my opponent's shield there. As you guys saw, he did throw in a shield for my Moonblast, so I did decide to mirror that own shield. My Hydro Cannon is charged up. It is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage, possibly feinting him from the health map that my opponent is at. I do know that my own Abavista will not be able to go up against this Obstagoon due to Obstagoon having counter being a charge or fighting type fast move. Fighting types will be doing super effective damage against ice types. My opponent does get to another charge move that I am not going to be shielding because I do know that it will not be able to do enough damage to actually feint my Swampert. I do have my Hydro Cannon double charged up. I do have it stacked. My opponent's second Pokemon, or second to last Pokemon, is a Cresselia. I do know that this will be able to feint him or be close to feinting him, as you guys saw there. I do decide to throw in a shield just in case he is running that fire type Pokemon. If he is running that fire type Pokemon, I am just going to be spraying these Hydro Cannons at him, but I do decide to make that swap out into my Bombus now. Just to be safe and to get ahead on energy. My opponent's final Pokemon as well is a Gengar. He does have 1 shield left that I do expect him to throw in a shield here. Weather Ball being an ice type move, once again it is going to be doing a good amount of neutral damage. We do get my opponent's final shield there. I do know that 1 Shadow Ball will be able to feint us, or 1 Sludge Bomb. A Shadow Punch will not be able to feint us. I do expect this strategy to be a very strong charge move. As you guys saw there, Shadow Ball did instantly feint us, but I am going to be able to make that swap out into my Swampert. Throw in the Hydro Cannon that will instantly feint my opponent's Gengar. He still has that Cresselia in the back that my own Swampert will be able to go for the hard farm down on, allowing us to win the final round. Good game to our opponent. Alright guys, so that will be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and turning notifications on. And with that being said, I'll see you guys at the next video.